Zero Dawn. It's been a long time coming. We've been playing this game for several weeks, but at last, we are at the very end of the final DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, the one and only DLC, the Frozen Wilds. We are at Thunder's Drum. I had to end the broadcast last time while we're still exploring our way through it. We've suffered all sorts of connectivity issues, but we're here with a solid green light on my broadcaster, a full tankard of coffee, and a cigar ready to go. Hope you're ready for the great finale of this great game. Let's see if we're live on Facebook, and it appears that we are. For several weeks. There we are on Facebook. Let's see if we're live on YouTube. And there we are. Live on YouTube. Let's pop that chat out. So good to see everybody. I know that my schedule has been chaotic. Tried to do a live stream on Monday, only for real life circumstances to get in the way and prevent me from doing my Monday broadcast. By the time we finally get back to Cyberpunk, people are going to have forgotten about the game. That's probably not likely. Anyway, we'll get back to Cyberpunk. Don't worry. I am going to show you that Nomad ending, and then maybe we'll go down some of the other ending paths. Jonathan and Rachel on Facebook are here today. Good to see both of you. And it's wonderful to see all of the regulars and members in the chat on YouTube today. Alt Grendel, Gertie D, Rachel, Matt Rowland, A, Mike, Barry LeCount, Slatty Bartfast, Error 404 Gamer Not Found, Nick Skinner, Lane Berry, Courtney Zaya, Stan Quinton, Carpy, Tony J, The Easy Life, Quintius, Wade Speakerman, Darth Knight, Deuteronomus with a gold derby, Julian Z with a gold derby. Looking good on both of you, Ryder Wheeler. We are well on our way through this game. We're probably going to finish it today. And tell you what, we might even finish it early. If we do, I'll run around the world trying to finish side quests and doing some of the errands. Maybe doing some of the hunting grounds that I have been avoiding up until now. And that we are also on schedule to start the Blood and Wine DLC for The Witcher 3 on Friday. So, I mean, it's kind of like all of these games are kind of coming to a close at about the same time. We already finished the main story of Cyberpunk 2077, but there's still a lot of side content left to do in Cyberpunk. On Wednesday next week, we'll be playing a new game, because we're likely finishing Horizon Zero Dawn today, and it will be a Sherlock Holmes game. And I have a pipe prepared for the occasion. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then, for the weekend, hopefully I'll have another tactics video for you. I'm hard at work on it. I still only have the audio half recorded. Got a bit more of that to do. So, it might be Sunday, but I'm going to hopefully get it done for you this weekend. Jonathan says, what game do you think you will tag on next? Well, I don't know what I'm going to be replacing Cyberpunk or The Witcher with yet, because we still have a ways to go. One entire DLC for The Witcher. That will be several weeks worth of streaming. And then for Cyberpunk, I'm not, there's still so much content to get through. So I haven't decided yet. However, I did decide on a replacement for Little Nightmares. For those of you who missed my show on Thursday, I did a surprise impromptu broadcast, I believe it was last Saturday, where we did Scotch and Smoke Rings, and I chose a new game. We're going through Layers of Fear 2 right now. We're about a third of the way through, so we'll probably be doing that game. It's a shorter game. We'll probably be doing that game for a couple of other broadcasts. Then, well, I don't even know. Will it be Resident Evil 3? Will it be the host of other horror games that you guys have on my list? I'm not sure. You guys really like your scary games, I have to say. Of all of the games that you recommend me to play, like 75% of them are scary games. So there's quite a selection, and I'm glad for that. Right, let's light up the cigar and get into the game. I am excited to finally uncover the secrets of Thunder's Drum. I don't know about you. There we go. Julian Z says, Ox, hey Ox, did you see the new inventory updates for Fallout 76? They increased the stash to 1,200 pounds. Oh, thank God. I can't believe it took them this long. 800 pounds. And that's after the first initial increase.
Looking for a way to defeat the demon.
800 pounds. But they increased it to 1,200. Oh, my life has changed forever. Stack weight of items that stack in 3 new Pip-Boy tabs. New armor, food, and drink. New armor, food, and drink. Separate from apparel and aid. Wow. Okay, so healing items like stim packs and Radaway and Rad-X and all of that is in its own special. Okay, that should probably be in a chem section. If they were to follow traditional Fallout verbiage, that would all be in the chem section. At least that's the way it is in tactics. Whereas food and drink would be in the aid section. But oh, I see. So then, food and drink. I see. They've only separated food and drink. This is actually really interesting, Julian. You're kind of making me want to dive in and see the new changes right now. Quality of life changes are the best when it comes to an online multiplayer game. It's almost as exciting as brand new content just to log in and see how your life has changed in this multiplayer world. Okay, so as you'll recall, when we logged out of the game last week, I was really frustrated because I had been experiencing a number of connectivity issues. It was sort of my second broadcast after realizing the extent that my ISP was royally screwing me over, and I stopped after about an hour and a half. So we didn't get much farther than we did when we stopped a couple of weeks before that.
Maybe I found one.
So we came from here. That's right, and we dropped down into here. All right, remember this? So that's where we're at. Ooh, like the music. Okay, now where are we?
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
Alright, so this is pretty much where I called it.
I wonder if I can destroy that.
Okay, so that's how I get back up after rappelling down from the top of the Tall Strider's head. And this is how I get back up over on this side. Oh, it's so great to be playing this game without any lag. I can't even tell you. I'm gonna miss it. I tell you what, I'm gonna miss this game so much.
Make a path. We will follow.
Alright, are those just in case we drop? There's nothing to loot down there, is there? No, I don't think so. So it's an obstacle course.
These things go sideways, too.
Smush me? Oh no, we can walk across. I see. Well, let's see what's over here. Molten lava. Okay, so those go down and around. Oh, is it just to get to this other side? Oh. There it is. Right. So those go from left to right, which means I need to figure out a way to get up there. Down there, that's where I came from.
Make a path. You will fall.
Oh! It goes higher now. Does it go higher now? Alt Grendel says, "Hey Ox, on Twitter, rabid follower suggested a pair of ox horns on the ox chair emoji instead of a fart cloud. I'd like to see that second idea." Yeah, so the fart cloud, what he's referring to is my artist came back with a bunch of first draft emojis for the new emoji set I'm having made for the channel. And I had told her that I wanted a chair, but I wanted the chair to have some sort of personality. And so her first draft was to draw a chair farting. There was a big fart cloud coming out the back. And of course, that didn't work, but I thought it was funny, so I shared it on social media. And yet I think some of my viewers have walked away from that thinking that I was legitimately going to have a farting chair as a Nox emoji. Though I'm sure some of you would probably love that, right? But what the horns idea, I think, is going to be a bit much. It's going to take up too much space because I can't make it too detailed. It has to be a tiny little emoji. So I'm probably just going to put a derby on the chair and call it a day. That's the plan. No farting chairs.
Too stable.
Aha! Hello. Let's get rid of the unnecessary and unneeded coils. Well, I have a number of stealth coils at this point, ranging from 12 to 15 with a number of other status effects. Ranker says, in the latest lore video, I cringed when you said Garand. While the designer's name is pronounced that way, it's almost universally pronounced Garand when referring to the rifle in the United States. I know, I actually looked this up. I was going to post a comment that said in before people telling me I pronounced Garand wrong. But I looked up the name of the person who made the rifle, and it was pronounced Garand? I forget now, but I pronounced it right in the video. So, just saying. What was I doing? I got distracted. 3910, 4014. Yeah, I wanna. Whoa! Drop to the lava below. Oh, clever. Okay, there were a few walkers up here. Whoa! Oh, come on. Perfect timing. Looks like we got something growing on that. Can we get to that, or am I gonna die by trying? I don't want to die. It's a bit far. There we go. What have we got? Gosh, another corruption coil. Holy cow. Well, we're really racking up on the corruption coils this late in the game. Let's get rid of a shock. Ooh, that's actually really nice. Let's get rid of one of these lesser shock resists. I mean, those are actually all really cool. So, how about one of these handling? Yeah. Rachel says, I think Oxchair's personality is similar to Yes Man. You think so? Maybe you're right.
All right, time to grab a ride.
Drop. Yeah. Pavel says, when fighting beast lords in Fallout Tactics, you don't need to chase and kill every fleeing Deathclaw. They are not so evil to deserve it. You'll see later in the story. Thank you, Pavel. I believe I learned that in the latest episode, Marden, which we're working on now. Ventus Umbra just became a new member. Thank you, Ventus. And Miwi says, I just got my 12-month badge / derby yesterday. It may not be the golden derby, but it looks nice. Congratulations, Miwi. It does look nice. It's a perfect fit. Okay, wait a minute.
Find a room.
Okay, so this is that side path.
Others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Okay. And there we go. Shanae on Facebook says, I've been waiting forever for this. After years of watching on YouTube, I'm officially only watching on Facebook. Love this game a lot. Thank you very much, Shanae. Thank you for watching wherever you want to watch.
This looks like the old path. Close now.
One last exchange for India. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. We'll never see her again. Neither will CYAN. And I've got to tell her that too.
The last goodbye. Looks like there's more data appended to this. Personal log. After I put the pieces together about the swarm, there's a million things I could have done. Contemplated my own death, contacted everyone I've ever known and loved, gotten drunk. But of course, being me, I obsessed about whether or not I should text Anita. Oh God, poor guy. He really has it bad. Whatever resistance is being mounted against the war machines, she is part of it. Who am I then to bother her? Would she even be able to respond? If she's dealing with the military, would her communications be monitored? But she saved me the trouble. Gotta admit, I was a little disappointed when her message didn't consist of, "I will always love you." Instead, she wanted data samples from CYAN's confidential log, the one that pertains to emotional responses. Under any other circumstances, I would have refused. The very thing we had tried to keep secret for years, and she wants to share it? But I sent the log, because she wouldn't ask if she didn't need it. I can't understand why, though. Sounds like she's helping to develop an AI, but how could that possibly help stop the swarm? Guess I'll never know. There was so much I wanted to say to her, but none of it seemed fair. I'm guessing she has her hands full trying to save the world, and frankly, I remember that feeling. In the end, I settled for an ineffectual confirmation, hoping against hope that she would cast my fears aside. Nope. Kenny, is it as bad as I think it is? Anita, worse. Go be with your sister. Until CYAN, I said goodbye. So that's it. Untold destruction awaits. Billions of lives, my own, my family's, and yet my mind keeps coming back to Anita. I'll never see her again. Feel her touch, hear her voice, no final embrace, no closure. That desire to end things properly, that need, shames me when I think about my dithering over CYAN. I've gone over every possible scenario, every possible version of the speech, trying to predict how she'll react when I tell her, well, what I need to tell her. But that's the thing. I can't predict her every reaction for one very simple reason. She's human in every way that matters. I've got to be there for her, to give her the moment she needs. Just like the rest of us, it's the very least she deserves. Miwi in the chat says, I can't remember if I did a super chat telling you this at some point, but Aloy's voice actress voiced Parvati in The Outer Worlds, as well as Tina DeLuca, Rowdy, and Cricket in Fallout 4. And yes, you did tell me that. But thank you for letting me know again. Wow. Am I missing only one audio? Holy cow. I've got all of the text data points related to quests, but look at all of the ones I'm missing from the world. Blast from the past. To Joshua Argehuis from Isla Perry. Subject, Blast from the past. Josh, sweetie, I hope all's fine with you and your mom. We really should keep in better touch. I've taken a post in New Zealand. With that program they've got for young people returning to the country, they want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment, I'm making a survey of the caldera at Twapo. Blast from the past, indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you already saw in the Wyoming News Hollow, but remember that fellow Dodd Blevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found what became of him. I've copied the good hit bit below. Hugs and snogs. Isla, here we go. It's the fate of Dodd Blevins, the most hated guy in this area of pre-war Montana. Spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snows has brought closure to a missing person case that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified of those as of Dodger Dodd Blevins, who disappeared in 2046, were located at Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone National Park. The previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows after an unusually warm winter. It was discovered by Faro servitors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believe that the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter traveling. Oh no. Poor Dodd Blevins. So that's what became of him.
Additive manufacture subroutine 96-1A. Activate instruction 114. Energize subtractive.
Voice of the demon.
Initial sculpting algorithm. Reduce
The altar. Desecrate.
engage primary interior sensor array. Target Castiel's spectral priority alpha or beta raid. Activate magnetic tractor for priority material. Secondary incinerators.
Here we go.
Clear to breathe. Prepare for cycle 141-8.
CYAN access. As acting Chief Digital Security Officer and Interim AI Administrator for the Firebreak Project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the CYAN regulatory AI on the 17th of September 2064, according to procedure, to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Such as with previous updates, after the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be pathed to establish a flow between adjacent intact nodes, to then connect back with the source node, Jorgen Home.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present, or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Luke! What is going on over there? Requires a closed flow circuit to establish connection. Great. Oh, man, another one of these doggone puzzles. Okay, closed loop connection. Let's see.
Possible security event detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
Well, we can't get it back to there from there. But this way, we may. Bingo. Oh, wait, do we gotta tag them all? Oh, we can't just get... Okay. We can't just get it back. We gotta tag them all. Fine. Well... Nope, that won't work because it can't go at a 90 degree. It can only go at a... Alright, so it's gotta be either... No, it's gotta be that.
Preparing countermeasures. Recapture protocol initiated.
Bingo.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
CYAN.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core channel. I will try to raise the hidden constraint. One has been exposed, but I am incapable of...
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
Oh dear.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
But will that also kill CYAN?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
Yeah. Did she
I
just
don't know.
ask us to sacrifice her?
But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
Yeah, great.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer.
Man,
Then lead us
this
into
game
battle.
is Great.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever CYAN did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Up. Okay. How are we gonna get across that? Go up. I mean, she could totally get up and across that. There's no handholds over there. Maybe that's not the way I go. Here we go. No. All right, well, the only other option is to leap to my death. Can't leap across there. Oh, there's a tunnel.
Okay, CYAN said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Okay. One down.
The new unit that CYAN warned us about. This won't be easy. Let it stop us.
Oh! I need an ice weapon. Something that deals ice damage. Where's my... Yeah. tower? Where? Okay, where's my ice thingy? Improved forged fire, improved ice rail, yeah. Oh my god! Oh, God. That was ridiculous. Oh, how many coils do I need to disenchant now? Oh, I got a Fireclaw heart. Oh, I got to make all sorts of room. And 2 coils. All right. This is what happens. Full inventory. Let's get rid of... Oh, I don't know. Do I need all these fish things? Oh, we don't need this. Okay, and then gotta get rid of 2 of these. Let's do this one and this one. Okay.
You spoke of the tower. What must be done with it?
Well, let me loot up first. I depleted a lot of my medicinal herb. Actually, wow, that filled up pretty quickly. Cool. Wow, that ice lance really saved my bacon. Venta Sombra says, Ox, you're the best. Period. love all your vids. You've helped me get through some tough times with my diabetes, and I truly appreciate you for it. So take my money.
It must be as you say.
Well, Ventus,
Tower is the
thank
key.
you very much. Sorry to hear about your diabetes diagnosis, but I'm grateful that you're able to enjoy the program. And then Edward J with a tip. Thank you very much, Edward. Okay, do we just blast it or override it? There we go.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. Lifting our network.
Uh-oh.
Araya! Don't!
No!
Spirit! CYAN, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained.
Oh my god!
I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Oh, that was one big bear.
Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
No!
My sister!
Fried from the inside. Oh, oh.
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. Aratak.
Grab her and go!
Aratak.
On your feet. Come on. Run!
Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go.
Take her body so that you can do a proper burial.
Let's go!
Run! Keep running! You coming? Our attack!
One of those?
It's the only way!
Oh, I didn't even know you could grab underneath it. I've been clinging to the sides this whole time. Hey, and Aratak saves the day. Kind of, hopefully.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now!
Where's your spear?
I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Banukai!
They're lucky they didn't get And smoke yet rises from
Rhea's
Thunder's
gone.
drum.
What of CYAN?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Oh, it makes sense.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Poor guy. All he wanted to do was protect his sister, and he failed. But she was stubborn. She wanted to save CYAN, and she did. Sexy says, gotta try Mad Max next. You know, many of you have been recommending Mad Max to me. I mean, I'm not very good at driving, but there will be an emoji for that soon. Okay, return to Aurora's retreat, or Uraya's retreat. And there, I presume, we will speak with CYAN. Okay, wow, that's all of it. There's Firebreak, Thunder's Drum, and it was the Epsilon Cauldron. Okay, oh good, there's a campfire right by it. Lots of blue gleam left to get. Goodness, how did I miss all that blue gleam? Oh, that's right, I bought the map later in my gameplay of Frozen Wilds. Is there any pigment left? Yeah, I've got a pigment there as well. Well, let's get the resolution of Araya's song. Then let's get the rest of the blue gleam and the pigment. This is one of the best sets. I mean, look at this view. This game they just win at everything. It's epic in scope and it's fully realized. It's epic in terms of an open world that's fully realized. It's just so well done. And I believe we got all of the lore here.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
That poor man. Right. I guess we'll talk to Aratak after we talk to CYAN. Well, what is it?
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Araya's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Araya's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
CYAN, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Well, here we go. Time for the story.
So are you an artificial intelligence, CYAN? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work.
Oh, God.
In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone.
Poor thing.
It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, CYAN. And we blew up the Cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, CYAN?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Durag says, "Hi Ox, any thoughts on the Mass Effect remastered?" Yeah, Mass Effect is another franchise that has been routinely requested by the chat during my broadcast. And one of the reasons I haven't tackled it yet was because I was waiting for the remaster. So once it comes out, it's probably going to be high up on my list of content to cover. So I'm looking forward to it. That and Resident Evil Village, of course.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the Cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the Cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
Foreshadowing for the sequel? Will it be Hephaestus, who becomes our primary enemy in the sequel? Interesting.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk.
Whoops.
Eager to make contact,
Oh, no.
I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Araya said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated.
See how her color changed?
It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
That was a nice touch when she was talking about her, well, her torture, essentially, being enslaved by Hephaestus, forced to do things she didn't want to do. That pain she experienced, her color changed to like a yellow color. That was a nice touch.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobeck identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobeck's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Pavel says, I tried Mad Max. It's similar to Rage 2 with much more focus in fist fighting and highly upgradable battle car. Story have similar complexity. He says in quotes, the complexity of story that we find in Rage 2. It's also a bit repeatable or repetitive, and graphics are a bit outdated now. I see, so not a glowing recommendation from Pavel, but as we have already played Rage 2, perhaps it's something we'll be used to on the program.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, CYAN. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, CYAN. So do I.
Ooh!
I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers and look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Doesn't have the same taste for romance novels. Love it.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, CYAN. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, CYAN.
Zane the Insane says, welcome back, Ox. Hi, chat. Too bad I missed most of the stream. Yeah, you missed the big boss fight, but at least you're here at the end for the resolution with CYAN.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party.
Yeah!
These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
The band! I love it!
There's a ruin east of here full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure.
Don Blevins.
Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations. to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
CYAN, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
A passive-aggressive robot? Was that passive-aggressive? Maybe a little.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, CYAN.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Well, what exactly was the clawback? Because we read about that in numerous holotapes and recordings throughout the world, that there was a great environmental disaster, but that they had done something. Science had advanced to a point where they were able to reclaim many of the places impacted by climate change. But I want to know what they did. Maybe the game developers didn't want to specify that, because it's still a puzzle piece we have yet to come up with ourselves. Pavel says, yes, I meant repetitive. Maybe do only main storyline of Mad Max to avoid it, but it's probably impossible without grinding resources for upgrades. Really? It's a grinding game? I don't do grinding games well. Oh, good. Let's see. That's it, I guess.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
I guess it comes down to whether we think Aloy here and people like her, like Silence, are among the few inhabitants of Earth, human inhabitants of Earth, who possess the ability to comprehend the designs of the old world and the existence of AIs. Do we think that all modern tribals are so rooted in spirituality or superstition or their own cultural beliefs that they can't embrace or comprehend something new? Something that might even press them a bit or contradict them? I don't know. I think part of me thinks it might be safer for a limited time if she were to lie to them, to incorporate herself into their worldview so that they can better understand her. But I also think that it's important for people who want the truth to be able to have access to it. And so, perhaps that needs to be made on a case-by-case basis. So we'll have her use her judgment.
I trust your judgment, CYAN. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
There we
As
go.
the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, CYAN. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
CYAN, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, CYAN. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, CYAN. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
Oh, God.
I know, CYAN. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, CYAN. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, CYAN. As long as you need.
They did a great job of making the ghosts of the old world feel human. Each one of them has a really well done character. They express their fears and their struggles really well. So much so that we feel like they're here and we can empathize with them. That's just great storytelling. Zane the Insane says, Ox really got lost in thought on this one. Good choice, though. Thanks. I wanted to think it out before we made the choice. Because, I mean, you want to be sensitive to cultures, to different cultures and different ways of thinking and different beliefs. While also giving people the freedom and the ability to change those beliefs if they want to. So I hope we made the right choice. All right, let's find Aratuk.
Cold. Very cold. I get it.
Well, buddy, how you holding up?
My chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
What would a Banuk most appreciate? Strength? Determination? Grit? The fact that she was willing to fight?
She was willing to fight. She wouldn't let anything stop her.
She was Banuk until the end. I was wrong. The Karja never broke her, only made her stronger.
So it wasn't your failure. It was her decision.
They always said I had an unshakable will. But Araya's was the mountain I could only aspire to. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, they'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that CYAN said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, Fireclaws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
New quest?
It
Kill
would seem your
Fireclaws.
time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, CYAN, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You can stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
I love Silence. He's such a great character. Well, we did get a new quest. It's an errand. Kill the Fireclaws. We got 5 of them. Oh, they're all over the place. 5 Fireclaws, and looks like we can get some blue gleam while we're at it. I like the sound of that. Well, let's go here, snag some blue gleam, and kill a Fireclaw. Matt says, Ox, probably tired of hearing it, but please do some hunting grounds. There's a major character to meet. You don't have to do many to get the quest line. Could always lower difficulty to get through. Thank you, Matt. I may. I think today is my last stream of Horizon Zero Dawn. We've covered most of the content, but I still have a bit in my broadcast today, so let's get through what we can in Frozen Wilds, and once done with that, we'll go back to the primary continent, I guess, and work there. Samuel says, hello, Oxhorn. I'm new to this chat thing and just wanted to test it out and say that I enjoy your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Samuel. Always great to have people new to the chat to join the Ox community. The Ox community. I don't know. You guys keep coming up with new names. I don't know what's the best one. But great to have you here, my friend. Right. I'm out of cigar. Let me get a new one. Ooh. I'm out of my, I'm running low. I should probably sell some stuff to make space. Chill water. All right, let's track this guy down. But wait. Let's get the blue gleam first. Okay, so we've got some new... Can I get the blue gleam without alerting? Well, there it is. Now there's another one just north of me. Josh Bunton says, Lolox, the most conventional would be yoke, as it is the name of a herd of ox. Really? I didn't even know that. And then Wormy says, I liked the derbies. Did you look into Enterprise? I haven't had time to really watch anything of late. Though I would love to get into Enterprise.
Sweeping off carefully.
There we go. Okay. Let's go get this guy. There he is! Oh, God.
Just like in the Cauldron.
Oh, and it's swarming with ads as well.
Does it? Ay, 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 ay. White out. Why is he not moving? Out of ammo, but not out of...
I'll take it. Well, this is probably the least exciting or epic fight with one of these guys that there could ever possibly be.
One down.
I'm not gonna complain. Whatever. Right, I need to get rid of 2 of these. Okay, where's the next one? Oh, I've got more blue gleam up here. All right, turn around. I'm not wasting any more arrows on these guys. Out of wire. Oh, I should probably go get more wire. And chill water for that matter. Well, there's a bunch of blue gleam down here. And we need to go down here to fight another one anyway. And there's a merchant.
Louvers. Or frozen machine fluid.
Got it. Well, let's make space while we're here. Now, I sold all of my meat earlier, and I regretted that because I needed it to craft. So we'll sell all of that. That opens up our inventory. Now, he doesn't have any resources, does he? He does. Right. Perfect. I'm not going to waste my chill water on that because that's really just basically like an ice flamethrower. Good for like up close and quarters combat. But I'm going to shoot from afar. Okay, let's get the next. Wow, 3 of them. 3 blue gleam over here. Look at all this. That's 5 of them over there. Golly.
keep my stomach quiet.
Well, I got a bone, but I don't even remember what I need for upgrades. I need more ridgewood for that one. Wow. Boar skin. Rabbit skin. More rich meat. More fatty meat. Okay. I got them all. All right, let's go over here and get these. Up there, really?
Fresh as it comes.
Well, at least I got fatty meat. Okay, where is this ice? Ooh, a ruined overpass. So it looks like I passed it. And it's pointing me down. Welcome to member, Daniela Spencer. It's beneath me. Okay, so like a cave? There's got to be a cave. What? All right, maybe if I track one of these over here. Okay, now it's pointing me up the hillside. Okay. There it is.
This'll last.
Okay, so I got my boar skin. Let's see if we can upgrade. Hey! Ice rail ammo pouch. Let's do it. Oh, wait, no, that's the goat skin. Well, then what did I need the boar skin for? Oh, okay, well, I've got it now. I just need more ridge wood. All right, well, I'll hunt for ridgewood. Let's see if we can scale this mountain over here. Tricky. not gonna let me up this way, are you? Oh, I can almost make it. Lame. Okay, maybe we need to go around. Zane the Insane is saying that I've missed a couple of super chats. Oh, yeah. Anthony Friend says the Nora hunting trial is the easiest. Okay, thank you. Zane the Insane says, Ox, I hope you've noticed that you've overridden another Cauldron. Remember what that means when fighting multiple Fireclaws at once. Just saying. Thank you, Zane. When it comes to it, I will definitely remember. And then Wormy says, I liked the derbies. Oh, I read that one as well. Okay, thank you for that. And sorry for missing your super chats earlier.
That chill almost feels like sunburn.
Nope. There we go. Nope. Okay. Aha!
Won't be hard to sell a chunk like this.
Ooh, it's all over up here. Is that all of it? No, there's one more. It's that same one. It's saying that it's below me. What?
Going down fast.
Maybe it's a glitch. Yeah, that must be one that is under the world, because I can't seem to get to it. I think that's a glitch. Matt Rowland says, Ox, use your focus. See if you can spot it. Remember, it'll glow. Campfire. Is the only thing glowing on my radar right now. Oh! There it is!
Crystal sharp.
Thank you for
Watch
that.
my fingers.
Got it. All right. So it looks like we got all the blue gleam down here. And that's where we're going to find the next charger. Or whatever his name is. Hellcat.
Fireclaw.
Fireclaw. Wow. There's a few of them. Well, maybe I should override them. If I can get close enough. They're not giving me any cover. Nothing I can hide in. That's not the same thing. Those aren't Fireclaws. Missed grass earlier, says chat. Okay.
Just go about your business.
There's the campfire. Ah! Why? All right, they're not going to follow me up in here. That one patch of grass is really tiny. sussed me out really quick. Already out of chill water? Look at that. Used the trees to my advantage there. Two more purple. Golly. All right. Let's get rid of 49, I guess this one. Oh, I've got a bunch of these. Oh, okay. Metal vessel, sparker, Snapmaw lens. I don't need this. And I got a bunch of these stalker lenses. Green outfit weave. I don't even want that. Oh, and I still need 2 more slots. Right. So I've got some spear damage. I could stack these, but it's only got 2 slots, right? $24 and $23. $25. $25. So I can get rid of the other ones. There we go. 2 shock coils, though. Less useful than I had hoped. Right, well, I don't want to fight those other guys. I got the bear. That's what I needed to do. Now. Where's the next one? Over here. Looks like I need more chill water. Let's go down here and see if we can buy more. That stuff's expensive, though. It's 20 metal shards per stack of chill water. Wow, I'm going through all my money. And that's why it's 15 chill water per round. Or per 3 rounds. Alright, that leaves me with 23 left. No, that leaves me with 8 left. So I've got this one. Okay, that's alright. Should get through.
What are these things again?
Go for the sparkly grass.
Here they come.
Well, great, now they're right by each other.
That's it. Where do you go?
Why are they hanging out together? Tripcaster time. Yeah, I could do Tripcaster.
this.
Well, the Tripcaster didn't do much. Oh my god. To the trees! Oh, bad idea! Run away! Oh, these arrows do way less damage.
That's enough.
Got him. Ah, another lens and more weaves. All right, so let's get rid of 2 more weaves. Douglas Delegard says, hey, Ox, long time no see. Hello, all in chat. Hey there, Douglas. Good to see you, my friend. Well, I got a lot of these frost reeves, freeze coils now. And I picked up 2 of these in the last battle. Sweet. Okay, so what? That's 4? How many left? 1 left. Oh, and we got a pigment over here. All right, let's go here.
All the winters coming at once.
Okay, I'm out of wood. That's the problem.
It's Aratak.
What? Oh, is he at the last site?
One of the Fireclaws from Thunderstrom.
Is that the Fireclaw? Yeah. What's that? No, that's 2. 2 Fireclaws.
I can help with those.
We have to stop meeting like this.
We will. When these are driven from our land.
Gonna try to override one if I can get close enough without being seen. One appears to be corrupted, the other one does not. Okay, so it looks like his pathing puts him on top of that rock, which is perfect. If I could sneak up behind him, I could override him. Or if he comes closer, that'll work. If he can walk around to the base of this rock. Yes. Zane the Insane says, it seems you made a mistake of hitting him, Ox. Oh, did I accidentally nick him? I'm gonna run out of arrows.
Now they're hunting me.
Okay, well maybe I can override him again. And this time not hit him. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, come on. Stop.
This is where it ends.
down. One handling coil. low on ammo. Got him.
Thanks. 2 of us, 2 of them. More of a fair fight.
Their numbers are much depleted, thanks to you. We shall end this threat and keep CYAN safe. She speaks of strange things, but slowly. She is a good teacher, and we are his pupils.
Take care of each other, Artok.
Farewell.
Well, we got there in the end. Where's the body? Doggone it, I should have looted the body first. Now I've lost it. Oh, but I need Ridgewood. That was a lot. Well, there's the first one we killed. There it is.
I'd have to ditch something.
Okay, let me guess. 2 more. Yep, 2 more. There we go. Miwi says, I spoil my mother with Ferrero Rocher, Italian chocolate, and Lindt Swiss chocolates. Do I need help, Oxhorn? No, it's always good to spoil your mom. If there was ever anyone on Earth to spoil, it should be your mom. Douglas Delegard says, well, it's back to work for me. Hugs to all. Hugs to you, my friend. Thanks for stopping by, Douglas. Okay, let's see if we can... Now that we actually have the wood for it. Oh, not enough. Still need more. There, got that stocked up. Let's see. Where are we at now? Talk to Naltuk.
I hear those Fireclaws from Thunderstorm are still out there. This isn't over.
I heard. Aratak told me about Araya.
I'm sorry, Naltuk.
No apologies. Aratak said that in the end, she was filled with the blue light. She got what she always wanted, didn't
Well,
she?
that's another way of saying electrocuted.
Each time I doubt my way forward, I think I should seek her guidance. And then I remember. The only guidance I'll receive is my own. Which will have to be good enough. There's much to do.
The Fireclaws. Aratak asked me to help hunt them down.
It's a dire task, but it occupies my attention, so I suppose I'm grateful for it. My scouts have tracked them across the cut.
I'd like to think you're right, Naltuk. About Araya getting what she wanted.
I'm sure she did. All her victories. Surviving the Karja, communing with the spirit, defeating the daemon. Every goal she ever set for herself, she accomplished. And in the end, she was rewarded with the blue light itself. The songs say that our bodies are poor vessels for the light. Our hearts are too dark. But at least for a moment, before she passed, I hope she felt what it was like to be part of it.
You don't sound like you trust yourself to take Araya's place.
Rhea inspired. Whatever we encountered, the new machines, the slaughter at Thunder's drum, we knew we would endure. Because she had endured worse. I don't know that I have her confidence. Trust is earned, Aloy. Even in oneself.
You earned Araya's trust, didn't you? She believed you were up to this. And so do I.
Do you?
I wouldn't have said it if I hadn't meant it.
And I suppose I'd better live up to your expectations.
I've already found the Fireclaws in Naltuk. It's over.
That's it then. That's the last of the daemon's work washed away. The last notes of Araya's song sung. The cut is a safer place to live because of what you've accomplished. And now it's time to start anew.
I'm glad I could be a part of it.
As are we all, Aloy. Thank you.
Bingo! Extraordinary reward box and blue gleam. Pristine weapon coil. Ooh. Well, $51 damage, 35 tear, 47 handling. So I lose out on handling a lot. 51 damage, 35 shock, 35 freeze. 51 damage, 35 tear, 35 fire. $47 handling. I lose out on about 20 handling, but man, that damage really goes up. It's better on tear. I lose out on freeze. I'd say it's a win. Bingo.
It feels like it's been forever since Sakuli started.
Now, open errands, hunting for the lodge. Oh wait, no, we need to get the pigment. Is that the last one? Any other blue gleam? Any other? There's a blue gleam up here. Oh, and there's blue gleam up there. Well, let's go get the pigment because I think that will at least unlock a dialogue. Okay, so from here, south. Oh, the snow is great.
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
Okay, so it's up there. So I gotta find some handholds. And I'm guessing they'll be on this side. What? Ah. Tricky. Oh, this tightrope walking always makes me nervous. Things we do for pigment. And there it is.
More pigments for Sakuli.
Pigment dark crystal. Crystalline formations, dark in shade, a pigment used for Banuk rock painting. Alright, I believe I can now go all the way back to what's her name? Down here. She's down there, isn't she? Well, while I'm up here, I might as well get the blue gleam. Oh, that's in the hunting grounds. Ugh. Let's get this one. Oh, treacherous. Oh. Oh, come on. There it is.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Niwi says, Oxhorn will always live long and prosper. Thank you, my friend. All right, well, we got the blue gleam. Let's go turn in the pigments. It's strange that it's not like an errand that's marked on our map. I mean, we know where she is. She's at the top of that thing we have to climb. Over there. There she is.
We spent a lot of time clinging to Banner's crags, Araya and I. But I knew she'd climb where I couldn't follow. I know it's hard to lose a friend, Sakuli. I seem to see a lot of it. It aches. But I won't let myself cry. This thin air freezes the tears to your cheeks.
What? I can't tell her about the pigments?
These pigments you want. Where should I look? Salts gather.
Oh, we can trade. There we go. Perfect.
Would you look at that, Nora girl? You've brought me all I need. Do you always travel with your pockets full of paint stuffs?
Honestly, Sakuli, I go around filling my pockets with most of everything.
Stop. I'm beginning to like you. I work alone, but come back around later, and I'll have something for you then.
That's me.
Maybe it's a machine rider who looks like you.
Wow.
Where's she going?
You tell me. To ruins or mountains, through flood or thaw, past, future, destiny. But I don't think she's scared of any of it. You helped me. Inspired me. And the people of the Cut. Let this be inspiration for you, wherever you may run.
Cool, she drew a picture of me. Yay! Jocelyn Ryan says, may the best day of your past be the worst day of your future. Cheers to the best community and the Oxhorn that binds us all. Thank you, Jocelyn. Very kind. Now, let's see what we got. Blue gleam and a painted weapon coil. Oh. 2 more purple coils and more blue gleam. 2 more purple coils. Oh my god. I need to make room for 5 coils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. mounted weapon coil. 51 shock, 35 fire, 47 handling. Wow. What would be a good weapon to put that on? Probably my tripcaster. Shock, corruption. I mean, I miss out on the fire though, because there's no fire. Yeah, see, 35 fire. Great for shock. If I put it on... Yeah. Oh, this is it. Yeah. Oh, I can't put it on this one? Why not? Oh, lame. Oh, but this is better. $41 and 11. 41. That's 44. 45 and 16. That's better. Well, why can't I put it on that one? I can put it on the power shot bow, but I don't do any fire damage from it. I've got fire traps. So this might be the best bet. 51 handling and 10 damage. Yeah, I can put it there. So I miss out on the damage, but I gain shock and fire. That gives me 47 handling, 35 fire. Same fire. No, that's 39 damage and 13 handling. So 40 shock and 14 corruption, 51 shock. So I lose out on corruption. I gain handling and fire. That's it. Bingo.
I'll be taking that.
Awesome. Now, was there any other blue gleam? That's a tutorial. I don't want to do the tutorials. Yeah, I think it's all up here by the hunting grounds. I mean, I don't need any more blue gleam. I think I bought everything I wanted. But let's go up here and see if we can find that blue gleam. You know, completionist. Well, nearly. Let's track these guys. So one is over here on the edge. These two appear to be on top of the mountain. Let's try going north to this one first. Right up in that valley. May need to go on foot. Oh, it's on the other side.
Look out below!
Ooh, he does not like steep.
Not built for mountain climbing, huh?
Oh, come on. I'm on a road. Alright, so I can't get it from there. Zane the Insane says, take it with a grain of humor, but what kind of derby lands one on your list of YouTube supporters, my friend? Well, I was using a third-party app to pull a list of all of my YouTube members and to place them in the credits. But that app has stopped working. So for the past couple of months, really, I haven't been able to update
Frost between my teeth.
the list of members in the credits of my YouTube videos. I'm talking with YouTube about it, trying to get a fix, but they haven't given me an ETA. It is a third-party app, not developed by YouTube, so they don't really know when it's going to get fixed. So for the time being, my credits are they're going to stay the way they are. I can update my Patreon credits because that app still works, but the YouTube one doesn't work for some reason. Okay, I got that one. Then there's two just south of me. Ah. Well, there's one.
Let's find this blue beam a better home.
But I still need that one. Oop, I think I saw it. There it is. Bingo. All right, that's all of them. Well, we finished the main quests. Finished all our side quests. We need to do this. Complete 3 trials at any of the hunting grounds and qualify for 3 half-sun rewards. This one isn't marked. Should I try that one? It'll be good to see Nora land again. It's been a while. Zane the Insane says, Oxhorn, thank you. That sheds a lot of light. Never trust a third-party app. APIs break all the time, and support is usually not forthcoming to help with them, speaking as a developer. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to use those apps. It's an app that integrates with Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the software I use for all of my editing. And then during one of my monthly conversations with YouTube, they said, hey, you know, you could put a list of your members in the credits of your videos. They'd probably like that. I'm like, well, yeah, I would, but I can't like manually type it in every line. And they said, well, we know of a third-party app that works. And so I'm like, great. And I installed it and I tried to get it to work, but then it broke like after 6 months of using it. And I talked to my YouTube rep again and he's like, well, yeah, we don't know when they're going to fix it because it wasn't developed by YouTube. So I don't know. Okay, so that's a merchant. Nora Hunting Grounds. So I got to go through that. don't want to go through that. Bingo. Make sure I have ammo. I've got a little bit. All right, I guess this is the guy.
I spoke to Kren. He told me this is a hunting grounds where you offer tests of skill.
Poor Kren. Not the best hunter, but at least he keeps his chin up. You bear the mark of a seeker. I've heard of those, but never seen one. You have the Matriarch's leave to come and go as you like from the sacred land?
Yes, but I would have gone even without their permission.
Is that so? Then maybe you and I can speak plainly. Truth is, I've had dealings with the Carja. I represent an organization called the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. We test promising young hunters with trials at places like these. You might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Why don't you sample the trials and see? Just to be clear, though, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversation in confidence, especially when it comes to the matriarchs.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be here, are you?
No. My friend and I left the sacred land and returned. The matriarchs wouldn't approve, to say the least. We're hunters at heart. Left because we wanted to find new herds and new machines. That's why the Hunter's Lodge appealed to us. But the Carja wouldn't have us if they knew we were Nora, so we wore Carja clothes when we brought our marks to them. After a while, it felt like we were caught between worlds. Not quite Carja, not quite Nora. We started to miss home. So we came back and set up our own hunting grounds.
You think it'll work? Staying here without the Matriarch's permission?
I'm not sure. But we don't believe in their rules. There's a big world out there, and ignoring it doesn't help anyone.
Tell me about the trials.
The Hunter's Lodge hosts hunting ground trials throughout the world, each offering hunters a chance to test their skills.
What do I get for completing them?
Pride in accomplishment, as well as marks, depending on how well you fare. Here, we offer the tools trials.
What kind of tools?
Hunting isn't just about your bow. It's about using everything available to you, even your surroundings. You'll see once you start taking the trials.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It's a group of hunters who compete to bring down the mightiest machines in the land, run by the Carja in Meridian. You can see it yourself if you win 3 half-suns from the hunting grounds. Just to warn you, though, they're not fond of Nora. Ready to choose your trial? Which tools trial would you like to try? I'll explain how it works.
Let's try the parts alone trial.
Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Can't wait to see what you do with that. Ready when you are.
Parts. Okay, how do I start?
Oh, you want to stop that one? No problem.
No.
Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. That's a good one. Timing begins once you slide down a rope.
Slide down the rope. Gotcha. All right, I will slide down a rope. Should I be using Terror Blast?
Yes!
That's a lot of parts. Okay, Terror Blast works.
These blazing sun marks are rare. Well done.
All
and
right.
well earned.
Sweet. So I earned all of the marks for that one. Okay, let's learn about the log pile trial.
This trial tests your ability to use the environment to your advantage. Shoot log piles to make them fall, crushing machines below. Remember, you can use explosions from your blast sling to scare machines into fleeing where you want them to go.
Oh. Okay.
I like that one. Slide down a rope and I'll start timing.
Tricky. Well, let's equip my blast sling. And let's try it. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Okay, now where did they all go? Okay.
Down you go.
Okay, I need to kill one more. Oh, that did it! I got it! Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Yeah, that did it. Okay, I got silver. Is that enough?
You won a full sun on your first try. Improve on your time, and you could win the Blazing Sun.
Okay, do I need a blazing sun or just a half sun? Oh, I just need 3 half suns. So bronze, silver, and gold, basically. Okay, let's try the blast wire trial.
Use your blast wire and Carja tripcaster to bring down grazers. I'll be timing you. Explosions scare them, so you may want to use your blast sling to drive them into your traps. Hope you enjoy it. I'll start timing when you slide down one of the ropes.
Clifton Ward says, Ox, I remember your vid when you were shouting, grow a beard in the mirror, lol. Yep, I had a lot of fun with that one. Okay, so that's my blast trap, or my fire trap. Let's try it.
So they would.
No! The other way! They all went down there. Bingo. 4. All right, one more. Oh, wrong way.
Just stay out of the way for now.
Why are they going down there? Got it. Oh, 3 seconds over. I didn't get a gold sun, but... Well, I didn't get a golden sun, but I think I got a silver one. And I think that's all I really need. Welcome, new member, Clifton Ward. Thank you, my friend.
You won a full sun on your first try. Improve on your time, and you could win the Blazing Sun. You have everything you need to enter the Hunter's Lodge. Good luck in Meridian. Of course, you can still run more trials with me.
Fantastic.
I have to go.
I'll be here if you decide to come back.
Awesome. So now we can go to Meridian, where we've already been. There's the Hunter's Lodge. Finally, we can go inside and see what this is all about. I think there was even lore in that building that we missed earlier because we couldn't get in.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Was that so hard, Oxhorn? Says Zelania. No. No, that was not so hard. I'm glad we did it. Move, peasant. Move it. Jabs says, hey, Oxhorn, I tried to give a super chat on my main account, J.A. Bristol, but for some reason it kept on saying unable to send super chat. Also, my comments don't show up under your videos. You have me blocked by mistake? No, I mean, I didn't block you or ban you, so, I mean, I suppose one of my mods could have, but I don't think they would. You've been a viewer for a long time. I'll check my, my blocked users to see if Bristol's one of them, but I don't think you are. Wait a minute. No. I went the wrong way. I was about to start the final quest again. We've already seen that.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
There we go.
The savior of the Sun King. You would have the marks. Very well then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor one hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sun Hawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Okay. Hey, new quest.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
Jabs says, Ox, just checking. I know we've argued heatedly before on stream. And in the comments about the morality of the Institute, but never anything that would get me blocked in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't really recall any heated conversations we've had, but I'll double check.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain-hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Can I at least see what her inventory is?
What can I do for you today?
Nope.
How are the trials going for you? Have enough marks for a weapon yet?
I need a few more.
Okay. Once you get marks from the trials at every hunting ground, come back and we'll see what I can give you.
Samuel Lewis says, well, I have to leave, so have a good evening, all. And keep up the good work, Ox. See you all next time. See you, my friend. All right, I could... Lore! There it is. Bylaws of the Lodge. Bylaws of the Hunter's Lodge. Section 1, Preamble. Hope you're ready. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those of the Sun King and his Sun Priests. The hunt is strength. The hunt is honor. The hunt protects. The hunt preserves. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honor, and victor? The Lodge lends law and lore to the hunt, so all will know who has prevailed. Thus, the Lodge is not just its members, and not just its house in Meridian. It is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honored, an ideal to be lived. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideals. As such, only Karja males of pure blood may honor the Lodge and tread in its house. By order of His Radiance Avad, the 14th Sun King of the Karja, Bylaw 5 of Section 1 is hereby rescinded. Hey! All right, that's why we're in. Jabs says, what I was originally going to send on my main was I've been rewatching your series on Lonesome Road, and I'm confused how Ulysses could blame you for the divide. There was no way the courier could know what was in the package. He blames the courier for what happened to the divide in the same way he blames the courier for building a nation, right? Because he says that the nation the courier built is also the nation the courier destroyed. Obviously, the courier didn't build the nation at the divide. He was just a courier. He delivered packages to the Divide, and those resources the Divide got from those packages, the people of the Divide were then able to build their nation. But in Ulysses' twisted logic, he credits the courier as being the one who builds the Divide. And in the same way, the courier delivered that package with the Enclave markings on it, or the pre-war markings on it, to the Divide, not knowing that it was going to detonate all of the nukes in the Divide. But Ulysses' same type of twisted logic blames the courier equally for building the nation at the Divide and also destroying the nation at the Divide. And it was from the courier's example that Ulysses was then inspired to realize that one person could change a nation. The person of the courier built a nation and destroyed it. The person of Ulysses could destroy the Legion and the NCR, which is ultimately what he was attempting to do with the Lonesome Road DLC. Parzival says, I just completed that quest just before you started the stream. Let's say, prepare to die. I'm playing ultra hard difficulty. Happy hunting. Thank you, my friend. Section 2 membership. No hunter shall gain admittance to the lodge without 3 half-sons, one with honor at any hunting ground. See Section 5 below. There are 2 classes of members, hawks being senior, thrushes being junior. The rank of thrush can only be gained through the sponsorship of a hawk. Each hawk may sponsor only 1 thrush. There can be only 7 hawks. A thrush can only become a hawk through the death of his sponsor. The hawk who hunts the greatest prey shall become Sun Hawk and lead the lodge. In the event the quality of prey is in dispute, the hawk who hunted first shall remain first as Sun Hawk. Only Karja males of pure blood may become Thrush, Hawk, or Sun Hawk. By order of His Radiance Avad, the 14th Sun King of the Karja, Bylaw 7 of Section 2 is hereby rescinded. Section 3, Proof of the Hunt. The greatest hunts often bear no witness. Therefore, a trophy must be kept. A trophy may be submitted to the Sun Hawk as proof of a victorious hunt. A trophy must be intact, undamaged, and from a recent hunt. The Sun Hawk shall have final authority in any dispute over a trophy's worth. Only Karja males of pure blood may submit a trophy to the Sun Hawk. By order of His Radiance Avad, the 14th Sun King of Karja, Bylaw 5 of Section 3 is hereby rescinded. Section 4, to protect and preserve. A hunt for its own sake is noble. A hunt in the service of others is blessed by the sun. When called upon, hawks and thrushes must undertake any reasonable hunt asked of them, if it serves to protect the citizens of the Sundom. The Sun Hawk has sole authority to negotiate any fees or bounties associated with any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom. Any profit from any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom shall be shared by all 7 hawks administered by the Sun Hawk. Only Karja males of pure blood may undertake a hunt in the name of the Lodge, be it for the protection of the Sundom or any other reason. By order of His Radiance Avad, the 14th Sun King of the Karja, Bylaw 5 of Section 4 is hereby rescinded. And finally, the hunting grounds. For purpose of training and recruiting the best and greatest hunters, the Lodge shall provide and maintain hunting grounds. Each hunting grounds shall test a different range of skills through 3 trials crafted by its keeper, in consultation with the Sun Hawk. There shall be 3 rewards for each trial, in ascending order of performance: half sun, full sun, and blazing sun. Hunters who prove themselves by winning the requisite numbers of suns may be entitled to special gear at the Lodge at the discretion of the Sun Hawk. The Lodge shall provide funds for the construction and maintenance of all trials and facilities at hunting grounds. The Lodge shall receive all profits associated with the sale of parts, ammunition, and equipment from all hunting grounds. Any profits received from hunting grounds shall be shared by all 7 hawks, administered by the Sun Hawk. Keepers shall be chosen exclusively by the Sun Hawk and serve for a term of 7 years. Only Karja males of pure blood may be appointed a keeper, but by order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, Bylaw 9 of Section 5 is hereby rescinded. Weirdbeard says there are a total of 5 Hunting Lodge quests, not enough left for another stream, but you'll definitely have to go overtime to finish. Well, I'm probably not going to go through all of them right now. We're just sampling the Hunter's Lodge, and then I think we'll be done with Horizon Zero Dawn, having completed the DLC. All right, let's go find our hawk. More lore. Record of Redmaw 1. The Record of Redmaw, by inquiring Jandiniman, historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. It is well known that facts recede into fictions as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumors and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Redmaw, that most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavored to truthfully chronicle all of the calamities attributed to the beast, and all of the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armored hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. No witnesses survived. Though never proven, this is widely thought to be Redmaw's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies were subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped. Never proven, but thought to be Redmaw's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machine or machines responsible for the losses described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine, and the one which gave it its name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 8 set from Meridian to track Redmaw. None returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed its own tongue. Evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. Oh God. In the autumn of the 18th year of his reign, the Sun King Jiran commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Redmaw. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their thrushes set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the deaths of the others. 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice. 1 gutted by a sawtooth, the other skewered by kestrels. After this setback, members of the lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Gee, I wonder why. Only the proudest hawks even considered it. Aspirants to the lodge, however, foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of a caravan south of the Spurflints, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 1 immolated, reignited interest in Redmaw. 3 expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine, with only 3 survivors. 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 liquefied. Yikes. In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers headed from the rain gatherers to the Alight, where were set upon by the beast. Only 1 survived, 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed, when their fleeing footsteps triggered an avalanche. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 34 men went in search of Redmaw. Alas, they were ambushed by stalkers, and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Understandably, this ended pursuit of Redmaw for some time. In the summer of the first year of the reign of the Sun King Avad, a group of 6 Oxhorn traders were attacked by the beast. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 spit into a ravine. The lone survivor petitioned Captain Urza to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. However, 3 additional expeditions comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge were subsequently commissioned. Autumn, 7 men, 2 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 tripped on his own spear. 1 survivor. Yikes. Winter, 9 men, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 2 died from frostbite, 2 survivors. Spring, 11 men, 5 blasted, 1 stomped, 3 retreated off of a cliff, 2 survivors. The last known sighting of Redmaw occurred in the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Avad. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got word of a sighting near Thunderhead and set off to take the beast on his own. His thrush, Talana, arrived at the scene too late, just as Tarkus was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations. Talana testified that as Redmaw lumbered off through the trees, she could see the spear of her mentor embedded in its hide. Yikes! So is this what we've been missing this whole time? I wonder if we'll ever meet him. This Redmaw.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge.
Tough words.
While I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a Hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash.
Jeez!
Now get out of my sight.
What is with this guy? Okay, let's talk to Talana. Trash sponsoring trash. Screw you! I think he needs some humble pie. Uh-oh. More reading.
I don't want to think about what was happening.
Legendary hunts. Well, we're filling out our scanned glyph section. Legendary hunts of the Lodge. In the summer of the 4th year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, did Fireclaws, Sun Hawk of the Lodge, behold a herd of grazers so vast that it filled entire the vale below the far back. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight. After, one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies. And with the bounty from their barter, the last wing of the lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Hevas, did Darusiv, Hawk of the Lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from Sandquisper Valley to the foothills of the Pale Reach. Bombs from his sling fell as hailstones, freezing his prey and the waters of the ford. While the others stood as statues in ice, Hevas set upon the largest, driving his spear between its plates and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Kuval, Hawk of the Lodge, answer the call from the prefect at Daytower to slay the mysterious creature who ripped his best cohort's limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked his quarry through the savage east before the brute was revealed, strong as a snapmaw, fast as a strider. From twilight to midnight, the battle raged, but Kuvam prevailed at great cost, his left arm chewed ragged at the joint. Thus he named the beast Sawtooth, as he took his trophy from its shattered remains. In the autumn of the 8th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Galidin, Hawk of the Lodge, follow the shimmering death haunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel. Under that tangled canopy, the hunter became the hunted, glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by machines he named stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth to the safety of the alight, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers, and became the first to snare a trophy from that which walks in the glinting shadow. In the summer of the 13th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Asis, Hawk of the Lodge, dared to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of Morning Light. And so he was first to face the might of the Thunderjaw, greatest of machines that walk the earth. With spear, bomb, and arrow, brave Asis fought to no avail, and only triumphed by turning the Terror's own cannons against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so enshrined because its fall turned Hawk into Sun Hawk. So that's this. Well, we've killed a couple of those so far. Can we become like a hawk? Is there a shortcut that we can go through? Well, let's find this this hawk patron of ours and find out exactly why this guy thinks she's trash. The jerk. Oh, there she is.
Here, Talana? Asis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Redmaw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Asis the Sun Hawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Asis, what's his story?
He's the Sun Hawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole... Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sun Hawk.
Jabs says, when do you think you're going to get around to doing the final video in your LA Noire series, The Profile of Cole Phelps? It's on my list of content to produce. I'm in the middle of a couple of series, well, in the middle of one series right now, and then I have another series planned for after it. But maybe when I get some time.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Asis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Asis spoil.
Okay, well, I mean, I've got a bunch of hearts. Is that enough? No. I've got to go get more trophies. Okay, well, I don't think I have time for that today, fellas. Only got a few minutes left in the broadcast.
Stop thinking about my sister and Sunfall.
Let's see where this puts us. Oh, and we get sent all over the map. Yeah, I've got 4 minutes left in the broadcast, so I sadly don't have time to do this today. And you know what? We're going to end here. This is it. This is the end of Horizon Zero Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me over these past several weeks while we've explored Horizon Zero Dawn, which at one time was a PlayStation exclusive, now available on the PC, and we're all appreciative for it. It's a wonderful game, one of the best open world RPGs I've played recently, even though there's no guns or other combat mechanics that I'm more typically used to. The bow fighting is intuitive. It was easy for me to master. The story is compelling. The destroyed world they created is fascinating from beginning to end. Some of the characters are pretty stilted, but many of the other characters are full of all sorts of wonderful human characteristics that make them interesting. It's a great game. I'm glad you guys suggested it to me. I'm glad we ended up playing it together, and I hope you really enjoyed your time. Next week, on Wednesday, we're going to be playing a Sherlock Holmes game developed by Frogwares to replace Horizon Zero Dawn, but we still have quite a lot to do with Cyberpunk 2077, our Monday game, and The Witcher 3, our Friday game. For Thursday, we will continue with Layers of Fear 2. That's tomorrow for Scotch and Smoke Rings. That broadcast happens later in the day, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, instead of in the morning, which I typically do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have an hour-long Q&A, then we dive into some spooky game. Some Oxhorn after dark. But I've got a lore video to get to work on, so that's what I'm going to be doing for this evening and during most of the day tomorrow. Cross your fingers that I get all of my audio done tonight so that I can get to editing the actual video tomorrow so that my next tactics video on Marden is available for the weekend. I hope to have it done for you. But thank you, everybody, for coming to this broadcast. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you all again very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. Won't find better wares.